Okay, let's just revisit the project, the final project, and answer some of your questions or concerns. Now, what's mentioned here on the green is just some highlights, some hints. So first, you need to gather information and determine your customer requirement. So you need to know each department, what are their tasks, who will be there, okay, what kind of computers, hardware, software, network they need, internet access, email, okay. Currently, they have an old hub. They don't even have a switch. So you need to change the hub to a switch, of course. Okay. And the cable they have now is Cat5. Okay. And they have some PCs that they purchased in 2010, so they are old. Okay. And you see the specs, Intel Core 2. Okay. 2 gig RAM. These are old specs. Okay. And it's running Windows 7. Is this accepted nowadays? No, of course, because Windows 7 is old and unsecure. There are some problems, some issues that they were discovered, and now we have now Windows 11. Okay. Then here they talk about the duties of each division. Here we have administrative manager currently, before the upgrade, is the secretary, and she is doing scheduling of the work, hiring, managing part-time workers, and so on. Project tracking, weekly payroll, yeah, everything is done by the secretary. And managers, they can answer questions regarding budget, expectations, future plans. Okay. We have also film and graphics production editor, and they require special editing software that uses higher graphic cards. And this also needs higher computers, higher computer specs, of course. They need at least 32 giga, okay, memory. And they need high and fast graphic cards, of course. They need to work on Windows 11, and so on. So these are the things that you need to look for. Also, they need to be able to use email provided by the ISP. So maybe you will consider installing Outlook, right? Microsoft Outlook for email, maybe. Okay. For everyone. Film crew. Okay, they are mobile workers. Yani they are on the run. They are working on remote sites, off campus, meaning, or off the headquarters. They have 2 production assistants, 2 camera people, production manager, okay, and a film director. And they come to office only 2 days a week. The rest, they are on site. Okay, they need to have access to email, production schedules, and so on. They have no special software requirements, but they need a large hard drive to store the film. So when they say they need to work on various locations, what you will get for them, desktop or laptop? Laptop, correct? For their off-site work. Okay. And then we talk about the color laser printer. should be installed in the manager's office. And nowadays we have copier printer, you know that. It will do everything, multifunction photocopier, like the one we have here. It can scan, it can copy, it can print. Okay, so this is called copier printer and scanner. They have also high resolution scanner. So you need to decide how much budget is needed. Okay. For the IT department, on the right side. Okay. Now, if it's a small company, you know, they will not, many companies, they don't have a dedicated IT department. But once they grow, they know that they should have an IT department. Okay. Sometimes they will have one person like doing the IT maintenance, troubleshooting. Okay. So your IT technician or IT department, they should be able to provide what are the applications used in the company, what are the work patterns, hardware resources, and network, how many routers, switches we have, how is the performance of our network, do we have antivirus installed, is it up to date, the patches for Windows also, are they up to date? Yeah, this is very important. This diagram is very important. This is your company, okay? You can see here, you have your film editor room for mobile workers here. Temporary worker is here, okay? Then you have administrative manager, conference lounge area, okay? This is the washroom, okay. So you need to review the notes mentioned, okay? Yeah, sure. And provide a summary statement of the requirements. So you need to mention a summary of your requirements. What do you need, okay? Or what they need. How many computers, they need what, they need network, they need to upgrade, okay? Network devices is very old. They are still using a hub. A hub is not good. You need to replace the hub with a switch. Here they talk about you have conducted as an IT, you conducted a meeting or survey interview with one of the employees in each department. Now here, for example, this is just an example. She is the administrative manager. So you ask her, what are the tasks you do? She, like here, she is doing film and graphic production editing. So she's telling him that Abdullah is doing the graphic production editor. So you keep in mind, then Abdullah will need a high-end graphic enabled computer, right? So you need to know, you need to take these notes, okay? So this is just to let you practice how in the real life you will do these things. So you will go interview the managers of each department, ask them, who are your employees, what do they need, what software, what hardware, okay? Also, she mentioned that they want to have a color printer. So it's not only you ask them what they want to have, you need to ask why they need it. Maybe you can advise them to have a better, like if they ask you, we need a color printer, and then they said we need we need a photocopier. It does not make sense to buy two devices. You can buy one multi-function photocopier and printer at the same time, like the one we have here, the big one. Okay, this is more cost effective. So you need to select appropriate services and equipment. Okay. What kind of internet connection? What speed you need? Okay. So you need to develop a proposed computer system for each of the employees at the Creative Design Corporation, like this one here. Job role, location, what processor, hard drive, okay? Monitor, internet. You need to select what type of internet is most accurate, is most efficient for them, what kind of printer, okay? Then you need to propose a network layout for the creative design company. You know the network layout. And then you need also to produce the topology, the physical topology and the logical topology. Physical topology will show the locations. Logical topology will show the IP addresses. Okay. Then they said that their wireless network has to be secure. So they should make sure only that their employees can connect to their wireless network. So you need to mention how you can secure their wireless network. What kind of authentication they should use. So you need to mention which one we learned. Remember last class we talked about which one is more secure. Okay? It's up to you. Maybe you do MAC access, MAC list, according to the MAC, or you do about authentication. Okay, so this is your decision. But you have to justify it, why you have choose this. So then activity number 9, you need to prepare the proposal, okay, including your findings. And then you mention the cost. You need to mention the cost, budget requirements, okay. Okay, the group report, we have already discussed this. The group is 35 of the project grade, okay. The packet tracer file, okay, is 15%, and then 50% is for individual efforts, okay. And then page 11 and 12, you can find the rubric for how we are distributing the marks, okay. And the rubric goes from 0 to 100. 0 if you have not submitted anything, you haven't done any effort. All right. Any questions? Yes. Now I will show you just a little bit. I will show you the template. Here where you put your names, name of the team, okay, and ID numbers. These are the contents. Follow the same content, please, okay? Follow the same content. If you want to change, you have to tell me why you changed it or justify it, okay? Hardware requirements, network requirements, employee services for each department, administrative manager, film and graphic production editor, film crew, these are the mobile workers, email server, file server, printing facility, okay? Then your network description and layout. The network should have, here you should have a physical topology and a logical topology. Then you have your installation plan, your IP addressing scheme, you put a schedule, your requirements and policy, Then you should have put at the end your packet tracer simulated network. This is you add the file, screenshot of configurations and screenshots of testing. Okay. The summary statement of requirements should have the hardware and software requirement, network requirement, switches, wireless access point, routers. This is the table where you put the information. Remember, this is what you asked me here. Look at this table here. This is the table. So once you find the computer, you can fill the information here. How much RAM, how much. Okay. Yeah. For each department. And your printer also. You see, it's repeated. Even for your file server. Because we are running a client server node model. So the file server should have very fast processor, high storage, okay, high internet, high network connection, fast network card, and what else? Software should be installed on the server. And you choose which Windows, which software you install on the server. A Windows Server 2019. Let's agree we will install Windows Server 2019. Use. So get the price for Windows Server 2019, okay, or 2022. Because you need to mention your Windows Server should have an operating system. Remember in the workstations we said we will have Windows 11. In the server you should have an operating system for server. This is the network description. Okay. You paste your network design from packet tracer and provide a description of the network and its purposes. Installation plan, how you are going to install your network. The IP addressing, each device with their IP address and subnet mask. Then how you are going to test your network, which commands you have used for testing. Okay. And I'm going now to cover how you troubleshoot your network. Okay. How you troubleshoot your network. And specify the devices involved in each test. By the way, also, you need to mention in your report what cabling you are using. Currently, they are using Cat5. Maybe you want to use Cat6. Okay. In some locations, you will need to have Wi-Fi. Currently, they don't have. Okay. So you need to add access point. You need to secure the Wi-Fi also. Any questions? Okay. The last part is I'm going to talk to you now about the troubleshooting.